Okay.
So he's just running natural taunts. That's all he's running.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
So kind of just homebrew.
yeah, you're just really hoping that you get to Hadralock in the end. Like you're just
Yeah,
really
essentially.
needing that combo to go off.
Yeah, I mean he's still got like the Ironwood Golem, so like he's still got time to get there. Double Spellstone, double Ferocious Howl as well, so he's gonna have extra
Yeah.
draw. It's just a matter of like when he gets to the high mana stages. It's kind of he could get really punished by playing a single taunt at a time, right? Especially
For
if
sure.
the board swung against him, which it normally is when you're Taunt Druid.
Yeah, this is a pretty good opening hand from Anakin here. You got the wild growth into the nourish plan happening pretty well.
And then he also has backup Nourish to just draw some cards the turn after if he wants to.
Right.
Let's see.
Forgets to hit that
Wild
wild miscalculation. Show me Hadralock. God damn it.
Ooh.
Naturalize is still one
Yeah.
card off. That's
One card off, man. One card off the ultimate punish.
But I mean, losing a Naturalize is no small thing either. Naturalize is such a
Right.
big part of Taunt Druid.
Yep.
And he actually has Smoking Dice in hand to get rid of the second one as well.
Ooh. Yeah. And he's gonna be able to get rid of the naturalize before Anakin can actually make use of it. So
So bye-bye.
yeah. It's gonna be a tough one for Anakin here.
I don't know if I like the use of the Wild Growth here. I mean, the other choice is to just Hero Power, but
Right.
now you're going into turn 9. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't wanna there's no way you Hadronox.
I guess he could top deck something, so we're going to look at Nourishing here.
So you have to nourish for card draw at this point. And
You're
then,
Nourishing for card draw, and then basically taking 8 damage to the dome.
yeah, and that doesn't feel good, man. But I mean,
Summons actually is perfect.
yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah.
Because it's
Get
also
one
gonna
of
buff
those,
the Spellstone. It's going to put out that Ironwood Golem.
Yeah.
Because he'll be able to Oaken Summons again next turn, and then Spellstone.
And then pretty easily deal with the
When I was like
never
Spellstone.
yeah, never mind on the spellstone. We forgot about the Geist.
So I mean, he can now Oaken Summons. I'm gonna assume we're gonna see Oaken Summons swipe in a Hero Power where he takes 8 damage
Right.
to the dome.
Yeah.
Because I mean, playing Lich King or Primordial Drake doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Right.
God, that's so good. Double Dark Pack gone though as well. Doesn't feel that great actually. If you're
So wait, he's running Dark Pact with Skulking Geist?
yeah, it seems a little odd.
Right.
they'll serve me now.
Especially since this is like a Q block, actually. That's like
Yeah.
a large, massive amount of his guaranteed damage gone.
Right.
So I think this is just homebrew. Probably not the...
Oh,
the
the OP
strongest.
version. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Dragon Hatcher.
Yep. It's pretty legit.
I think this is pushing 3 damage to the face.
Yeah.
The value trade on the 4-2 seems like it's not bad, but you're making it for your opponents is the only problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with it, like, because he's still just gonna activate his Demon Finder, like regardless on the taunt that Dragon Hatcher pulls. So I like taking the 3 damage to the face against the Warlock because
I'm so excited if this Demonic Project hits Hadronox. That would make for some prime quality gameplay.
I mean, like, what do you do in that situation in your Anakin where you're just like, okay, all of my pieces are pretty much gone. I just have to play straight taunts.
You pray you take down the game, like, immediately.
Right. Ooh,
That's
Primordial
another big
Drake
dragon
getting
gone.
pulled, yeah.
No way to activate cubes now, though?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we just ripped Lich King, hey?
Yep. I think it's by far the best play.
The King of Liches.
Mm-hmm.
Lichy McLich King. Does Latraka have any silence? This should be something we should be looking for. He just has the demonic project, so he could
Okay.
end up working out pretty well for him.
Yeah, and if I'm him, hitting that demonic project as soon as possible, like, because you just want to make sure that your opponent has less time to get those big activators out, you know?
He actually runs one Twisting Nether as well here, so if he draws that anytime soon, that I think this game's going to be over, to be honest.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I mean, because Hadralock's still possible, like there's still the ability to crack it open. It's not over, but it's over.
Right.
He needs to kill. He needs to find a way to kill Hadronox. Basically, Hadronox needs to live. Actually, you know what? It's not. It's probably not as bad as we think it is. Because he could play.
He's going for the Siphon Soul here on the Lich.
Yeah, I think you just play Hadronox here anyways because Lich King's already died. It'll
Right.
pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no silence, right? So the only thing that's going to kill it is demonic project. So I think he needs to just throw that out there right this turn.
So you get some value out of it, yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to get a little bit of value, but that's not the important part. The important part is actually getting your witching hours off, right?
Now,
Right.
how about
Which as your backup, which is no problem. So I like just throwing down Hadronox this turn, pushing
Right.
a bunch of damage to the face.
Because, like, okay. Primordial Drake doesn't really do a whole lot for you.
Yeah, Primordial Drake's not really doing anything for you. Cube, what are you cubing? 412?
Right, and then you have no activators, so...
time grows short?
I love exploding these pumpkins.
Yeah. I wish they did something after you exploded all of them, but they don't seem to,
Yeah, just give you like 1 gold.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, do we know when the next expansion is coming out?
It'll be probably 2nd week of December. Almost always
Okay.
is.
Perfect. Just in
Like
time for
December
Christmas.
7th or something like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Just in time for everyone to be poor for buying Christmas gifts.
Yep.
It's always my least favorite expansion of the year as well. So
Yeah.
I never purchase it. Second
I probably will, because, you know.
because Hearthstone.
Yep. But it's just...
We don't know exactly what it's gonna be though, is the thing.
It'll have some OP stuff in it, though, for sure.
It would have to, because like the one thing I disagree with that Hearthstone is doing, like the Team 5, is they. Oh my God, is he gonna rip Primordial Drake?
You might.
That's super weird.
Yeah, it's a strange...
I feel like every expansion that comes out, they should do the one. They should rotate the one that came out 2 years ago instead of all rotating them out at the beginning of each year.
I like that a lot.
Now the cards that come out in December are literally only seeing a year and 3 months of play. So
Right.
yeah, you're rotating every 2 years, but that one expansion only gets half the play time basically. So it doesn't feel good. And if they're cards you like, let's say if it actually is like a super amazing expansion that you love, and they have really amazing cards, play your favorite class a bunch of times, yeah, and then you just kind of feel cheated.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, and I think like part of the I mean, not to get too far down the Blizzard rabbit hole, but part of the problem, and I'm not the first to bring this up. I think it was Kibler that made a video about this. But part of the problem with rotations is that when you have a set that that is, you know, at the end of the session, you feel cheated buying it, and yeah, it just doesn't really contribute that much to the overall gameplay experience.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel about it. But I mean, like they're still doing a great job in balancing the game, which is
For sure, I
nice.
love the game. It's fantastic, and I think we just love to nitpick as a community. But you know,
So he actually has like a super sick hero power and Godfrey turn here. That's going to clear
yeah,
everything except for the 412s.
yep, feels pretty good.
He doesn't even have to hero power. He can say that here. Actually, can he kill? No, he can kill one of the sleepy dragons, but he can't kill the other one. So he needs to plug 3 of those Voidwalkers back into that Ironwood Golem, and then play Godfrey, and then he can hero power Sleepy Dragon to die.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those turns where I could see myself just like kind of panic misplaying.
Oh, actually, I didn't see this play at all, so he outplayed me.
Yeah. Wow.
Nailed it. I mean, it's coming back this turn anyways, but
Yeah. Oh,
but
just the
he definitely nailed that Lord Godfrey turn.
Yeah. Taunt Druid is just so nuts, because like if you can get all of this off, it's just insane.
Yeah, Doom Pact's not the best card. That's
No.
the downside with Lich King I fight in this deck is like, yeah, it's got a bunch of good cards that are really sick, but it's got so
Right.
many unplayable cards.
Right. Like you don't really want to cycle through your deck or remove cards from your deck either. Ooh.
I mean, if only there weren't 2 of these Hadralocks on board.
Right.
Possess Lackey, Void Terror is not really going to do anything. Can't use the Doom Guards because of that Skulking Geist.
Yeah.
Show me Lich King. Nice. I'm waiting for like
Yeah.
3 or 4 Lich Kings to spawn in one turn. That would be so sick.
Yep. I mean, 3, 4, 12s, you can't feel too mad about that.
Yeah. 4 412s and an 8/8.
Oh, 4. Yeah.
That's,
I miscounted there, but yeah, it's a pretty high roll, you know.
oh, just anti-magic
Oh!
shell.
Speaking of high rolling, must be nice.
Yeah. So he's gonna face this. That's not. Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
That's actually a pretty sick turn, to be honest. It's gonna let him live
yeah,
Running out of cards.
one more turn.
yeah.
One
But I
more
mean,
extra
we
turn.
just have a branching. We have double branching. We also have anti magic too. So
Yeah, we're playing anti-magic for sure.
right.
I don't know about this branching path though for attack. I might as well. I will extra kill you if I have to.
Right. I mean, it's just making sure you have all the damage, I guess.
Alright, so let's see here. So he can actually spawn another wave of taunts.
Right.
He's got to run this into the Lich King, kill it, and then he can Hellfire into Spellstone to
Yep.
bring back another.
The army rises again if he
Yeah.
plays it right.
Bye bye, Lich King. And I mean, he's got fatigue on his side, right?
Right.
But he needs to find a way to live through like 19 turns here, and I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I have no cards.
Yeah.
I have no cards remaining. That's such a good cube, though.
It is. It's a pretty sexy cube for sure.
I'm bringing sexy back. What? You just rip a. Can you afford to rip a Pit Lord here?
I mean,
No.
yeah, it's pretty
Double
greedy.
armor? armor, right? I don't know if I like this play, right? It's gonna be okay, but those are gonna be another one.
Oh, well, I don't know if that's not. I mean, the first one's debatable. I don't think the second one is really arguable at all. But
All right, here we go. He's see, like I would have armored for sure at least one of those, right? Especially if you're playing Pit Lord. Because, like I said, he's got another Hadralock out that's going to get proc this turn. So he's going to live for another turn still.
it's pretty amazing.
Actually, he could play the Void Terror to actually proc the Hadralocks as well, which is pretty hilarious.
He could, yeah.
I don't know if I would, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's something.
I mean, it's a good it's a good meme for sure.
He really needs that weapon to get the Doom card out here. I think you're just playing as many taunts as you can to live for as long as you possibly can. To like hope fatigue takes this out. This game is a lot closer than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Yeah. This has been well played on both sides, I think.
There was absolutely a point in time there where I thought like Anakin can't win this game. Like all of his tools have been removed from him, and then he brought it back to this point where he was like, "Yeah, I couldn't believe that he would be able to win, like not win this game." Oh my god, 3 Void Lords.
That's that's a high roll and a half.
How many Void Walkers do you think are currently in the taunt pool right now?
I'm gonna go with 1 million.
That's a pretty low number. Would you like to revise that number?
There's just a lot. I mean,
yeah, there's probably at least 20 in the pool.
Right.
Now. And he can play. Come on. Oh, there we go. Finally. Let's probably rip Stonehill first, though.
it might be a little bit too late even for the, you know.
But I mean, like, so let's see. What do we need here? What's gonna? He's got 4 taunts. That's gonna happen for sure. I would like to see him probably pull something that, like, unless he gets Void Lord from the picks, I'd like to see him pick something that he could play this turn as well.
Does he have a Hellfire left, or does he already use both?
I'm pretty sure he has a Hellfire left. Yeah.
That could come in handy.
He needs, like, what's fatigue hitting here for? I would like to. I don't know about that. I don't think that
Yeah.
Lord's gonna make or break the game. So, I think hitting face with that hero power is the most important thing. I do.
For sure.
He ought to hit the Stonehill though. Small mistakes. Not playing to his win condition of fatigue, which is why are you swinging with those?
I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now.
He just wants to die.
I mean, maybe he doesn't see it. I don't know. I mean, you must not. What?
This still doesn't clear the board because the Hadralock's still on board. It does actually. Tarlicker? That actually went a lot better than I thought it would. And actually, he can't really cube it now. And he doesn't have armor either, and he's never going to have armor again. So these Iwar Golems are useless.
Yeah. They're just there to be the wall, basically.
Yeah. So I don't think Anakin can win this game. You just like cube an Iwar Golem, I think.
Yeah.
Just to get a 4/4 on board, yeah. Because you're never, like, getting a Sleepy Dragon spawn, right? So. Alright, so what do we do here? You're Serenade Chain Gang, and I think you are probably Skull and Minari, hey?
Yep, because you don't want to get punished by playing the.
But the
Doom
Void
Guard.
the Void Terror will come out as well, is the problem with that.
Yeah.
So So you have to play that this turn, really. Alright, 3 damage. I think that he made all the wrong trades there. So I mean,
And-
he still can. Oh, he gets there with that, but... Hello, Mountain Giant.
Yeah. To your point, I mean,
No.
Anakin-
Turn into 4/6 yet.
yeah, Anakin is only left with the garbage Lich King cards.
Yeah. The 2 cards that are like no good to Taunt Druid.
Right.
To any like defensive like control style deck. Yeah.
Right.
Those 2 cards are like the worst draws, and I get them consistently.
Yeah. Do you think if Blizzard had a chance to redesign, they would make any alterations to the cards that you get from Lich King?
I think Doom Pack's probably the number one. It has such a big downside to it that I don't know. Maybe it's
Underpowered?
all right. Anakin's giving up game number 1. That was a long game, but I think it was definitely worth
That was a long game.